The point at which
Could you talk with us, please? I just want to have some.
Oh, sure. So the point at which neediness becomes a problem is when she wants more than you're willing to give. Like if she wants your attention and you're willing to give it to her, then that's totally fine. It's like a girl, to use an analogy, it's like a girl who wants sex all the time. If you're cool with that for a while, but then eventually your back starts hurting and you're like, got to get some work done, so then it becomes problematic. So once her neediness, her need to take from you, her appetite for that is more than you're willing to give, that's when it's a problem. And that's when it sounds like that's what you're asking me. That's what you're telling me.
When she's demanding validation.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the time, that's an insecurity issue on her part. We can try to manage it by giving her a little bit of validation here and there. But if her only lifeline is your consistent validation every day, all day, you need to just find different girls. And usually that means that she's thinking that she's not worthy of you, that she's not enough for you. So, yeah. She has. Okay. So that in many ways there's not a whole lot you should do about. There's stuff you could give her that validation all the time, but it's killing you, obviously. Yeah, it's driving you crazy. So, I mean, I hate to, and this is one man's opinion, but I would say that probably you need to move on in that case because it's not going to get better. You can't validate someone out of neediness because it's a feedback loop. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
She gets the validation. She goes, okay, so if I'm needy, I get what I want. So she becomes more needy, not less. There's only so much you can do. It's not filling in a hole. It's digging the hole deeper. That's a problem, yeah. That's a self-esteem issue on her part, definitely. And unless you're an abusive guy or something, which I don't know you that well, but you don't seem like the type, then it's not something that you can control. I mean, and it's not something that you caused, so.
What do you mean that she only feel validated when you have sex?
She thinks that's all she has to offer, right, is a vagina.
She says she doesn't feel good enough or she's afraid to lose me and she always reacts instead of asking and constantly searching for errors.
Right. Yeah, she's looking for reasons to not have a high self-opinion, I think.
And confirm her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She feels like she doesn't deserve you.
Was there any list to sign your email?
It should be.
The list is on the outdoor in this area.
Oh, cool.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Do you have boot camps?
I do, yeah. In the States, in New York and LA, we do. They're a week long, and they're really limited in the number of people that come in terms of like the maximum we have is 6 dudes, but we have them several times a month. So, but yeah.
I have a great plan for next summer. I want to do a boot camp with Brian first.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
then, travel,
It matches so well with what we teach. It's so awesome. The guys that come in from AMP or that go do AMP after ours, they're we constantly get AMP guys, and they constantly get AOC guys because it doesn't contradict at all.
you have in the States or do you have in Norway too?
Boot camps. We've never done anything in Norway, but I mean, if we had interest out here, we would definitely come out here.
We have interest here.
Yeah, it seems like we do. It's so far.
I wasn't really sure about what your speech was going to be about.
Neither was I.
We talked briefly about it, but
Right.
that really was a punch in my face because I have the ability to talk to girls and get genuine interest. But when I have the phone number, I can send the first text, and that goes
What's
usually
up?
for a couple of forth and back,
Uh-huh.
like a tennis match.
Yeah.
And then it just dies out.
Oh yeah. That's.
Either from my side because I don't think she's interesting at all.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
put out, but it's because I don't know.
You don't know how to elicit that. Right.
Without,
Exactly.
making interest,
Exactly.
So it's like I've never ever heard anybody teach this before in that way, and it's so powerful to do it with marketing. As
Yeah,
well.
it is.
It's
It is.
It's like you said, in 90%. You have the email marketing,
Right.
which I'm interested in.
Mhm.
You do the SMS entourage
Yeah.
type of marketing as well.
Yeah. It's.
Which a lot.
It's so big now. I mean, I don't know how it is here. I assume it's probably more developed here than in the States. But if you have text message marketing, it's like the latest shit in America. Every company wants your cell phone number and wants to send you crap on your phone because they know that you'll read it. I mean, I delete like half of my email. Even if I signed up for it, I'm like, yeah, I want to know about the newest Nike shit. And then I get it, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want this Nike shit. So, but a text, I always read it. And even this morning at like 5:30 a.m., I got a text from America that was like, what did it say? It's spam. It was like, And this is so ridiculous. This woke me up out of like a drunken slumber. Yeah. Hi, you've been selected to test and keep the new iPhone 5. Confirm your spot right now. It's some link where you enter like your phone number. Obviously, I didn't do that, but I still woke my ass up and went and got my phone and read it because texting still is like, it's almost like you show up to your parents' house and they're sitting on the couch and you're like, oh hi. You know, they're already in the inner circle. They don't have. They're not knocking on the door and you're like, what do you want? They're already in. If they're on your phone.
And in our like social culture, everybody has a cell phone.
Everybody.
Every single one.
Yeah.
And everyone has it with them
At all
times.
times.
At work.
Yeah.
At school, you know, people are just sending texting in classes.
You go to places where you shouldn't have it, like a sport, like you're playing a sport. You're at the gym, at the beach. You still have your phone.
I use my phone for the between player when I go running, you know.
Yeah, always. What's that?
Prepare for ringing to call instead of texting. You still prefer texting instead of ringing?
Oh no! Oh, for phone calls? No, I'll call on the phone. But the thing is, in the beginning, like I was saying, sometimes she won't answer because she's like, I just met this person. I'm at dinner with my dad. But if you text, she will get it. But if you're going to voicemail, you might as well be knocking on the door. Hey, hello. You know, because she's not gonna be like, we on my show we play bad voicemails. They asked me to do that. Yeah. On my show, we play bad voicemails from guys that female listeners get, and they email them to us, and they're awful. And you feel terrible for the guys, but whenever I leave voicemail, I know it's not that much better. I know it's not that much because you just sound like, hey, it's Jordan. It's like 3 p.m. And even though you know not to do any of that, it's tough. But
you can do like, hey, Sugar Lips. Was cool meeting you earlier. You seem like a really cool, outgoing girl.
You can.
I like that in people I like to know. You know.
Yeah.
That's an attribute that I like with people that I would like to get to know.
Absolutely.
So I'm free that Thursday evening. I'm gonna go grab a coffee between meetings. Meet me there and there.
But her response would be what? She's either going to text you back or call you. Calling is much more of an investment.
Yeah.
So if you can create it so that she doesn't need to invest, if she can just text you back, she has no social consequence. Because if she calls you and says, yeah, sure, that sounds great, you might go, actually, and then she's got that rejection. But if she texts you and you say, and you don't answer, or you don't confirm, it doesn't hurt nearly as much. Like, that's why a lot of people like this. And that's one of the reasons I chose this topic is because a lot of guys here I think are new and like never have done anything where they actually take action. So this is such a baby step. In terms of, it can either fix a problem for guys who are advanced, or it can be a really cool way to start for guys who are fucking scared of like making anything happen at all because of the rejection or the anxiety. So.
It makes it easier for the girl too.
Yeah, absolutely. She doesn't have to invest anything. So that's one of the reasons, one of the key applications of this is you'll be on the subway in New York, you see a really cute girl, but you're getting off in like 35 seconds because your stop's up, and you're like, hey, listen, this is random, but you are incredibly cute. Tell you what, throw your number on my phone. I'd love to get to know you more, but I really have to go now. And the girls will be like, often they're like, okay, and they'll just do that. And then you know the second they do that, because it's just pressure. You know, you're like, hey, boom. They'll like, okay. The second you do that, they're probably like, wait a minute, I don't know that guy. I don't know. No, it's just it's not the day game approach. It's just like, all you have is the number and maybe a smile or 10 seconds of conversation or 1 minute or 2 minutes at best. So there's no way any girl in her right mind is going to meet up with you after that. But you can generate the interest and the attraction through texting. And so it's just for advanced guys like that, it's a tool. And for new guys, it's a really good baby step to get started. So that's why it's applicable to a lot. And it's a gamey topic. So I was a little nervous about bringing it up here because it's like the most gamey thing we do even at the company. But I think hopefully it hit decent because people obviously seem to.
Massive volume,
yeah, no, I appreciate that. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. Thanks.
Really cool.
Thanks for having us here. I appreciate the opportunity to come out here. It's awesome. And I got to put this down because I just feel awkward.